Hey, what's up, Nerd Squad? We're back with another NFL video. Before I get started, make sure to become a member of the Nerd Squad and subscribe. Make sure to annihilate that like button, smash that like button, and goal on this video is 30 likes. Let's get 30 likes on this, and I will upload another prediction tomorrow. 30 likes on this in 24 hours. And I'll upload another prediction tomorrow. Let's get started with today's prediction. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, kicking off week 1, the Steelers will be visiting the Giants in New York. I think Steelers are taking this. Every matchup here, I feel like the Steelers are winning. Steelers have very good pass rush. Their secondary is very improved as well. They'll have Big Ben back. I'm still questioning that Giants offensive line as well, and I don't think this is a game that Saquon can win by himself, to be honest. So I think the Steelers take this one. Week 2, we have the Denver Broncos at the Steelers. Now this one was one that was hard for me to predict. Be sure to check out the Broncos prediction, by the way. It was my first prediction video here. I feel like this will be a very defensive game. Both offenses will struggle a little bit, but I feel like strictly because of Big Ben's experience in the league and some of these young, talented receivers he has, I feel like the Steelers... I don't know. I can see this one going either way, and part of me actually wants to go back and give the win to the Steelers. In fact, sorry, I know Broncos fans are going to hate me for this. I apologize. I think I'm giving this one to the Steelers. I've done a little bit more thinking on it, and I just don't think the Broncos are going to be able to put many points up against the Steelers' defense. Steelers currently have a top 5, arguably top 3 defense, and with Big Ben back, I don't think the Broncos are going to beat them. So, yeah, sorry Broncos fans, but I'm taking that one back. Apologize. Week 3, I have the Texans at the Steelers. This one, man, I feel like the Texans are declining. I really like the Texans. I really do. I enjoy watching Deshaun Watson. But I feel like Bill O'Brien is kind of tearing apart that franchise. You know, they don't have D-Hop anymore. Yeah, they've got a good wide receiver core. They have a ton of guys that are very, very solid wide receiver 2s. But they just don't have that star receiver anymore, and with their struggling offensive line as well, I think the Steelers' pass rush is going to destroy Deshaun Watson. So, and the Steelers take that one as well. Week 4, we have the Steelers at the Titans. This one I find to be a very defensive game, but the Steelers did lose Javon Hargrave. The Titans' main power right now is Derrick Henry. Their run blocking is very good. I think I'm going to give this one to the Titans. Titans also have a very solid defense. Still a top 10 defense in my opinion. I think the Titans take this one. If the location was switched, I think the Steelers could probably take it. But because they're playing in Tennessee, I think the Titans take it. Week 5, we have the Eagles at the Steelers. And this one's kind of hard too. Both good defenses, both good offensive lines, both good quarterbacks, both kind of average or so running backs. The Steelers, though, I feel like have the better receivers and the better secondary. I think the Steelers will take this one. Week 6, we have the Browns at the Steelers. This one I also have the Steelers winning. I know it kind of sounds like I'm, kind of giving the Steelers too much credit here, but I mean, I really feel like some of these games are easier than people realize. The Browns haven't really beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh in a while. In fact, I don't know that I could be totally wrong about this, but I don't think I've ever seen the Browns beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh. So I think Steelers just take that one. Week 7, it's Steelers at the Ravens. I have the Ravens taking that one. Ravens and Steelers games are always very competitive. It doesn't matter if the Steelers are 3-13, and the Ravens are 13-3. The Steelers always put up a good fight, and vice versa. If Steelers are 13-3 and Ravens are 3-13, Ravens always put up a good fight. So, very competitive games, very fun games to watch, but I think the Ravens take this one. Going into Week 9, it's the Steelers against the Cowboys. These ones are also fun games to watch. However, I feel like Dak is... I know it's going to sound silly to me. I feel like Dak is kind of losing chemistry with the team right now. I feel like he's too focused on money and not focused enough on actually working right now. And I feel like it's going to cause more issues for the Cowboys than people realize. So I'm giving this one to the Steelers as well. Steelers seem to have better chemistry right now. And it doesn't matter if you have, an undefeated type of level of roster. If there's not that chemistry anymore, you're not going to do very well. So, Week 10, we have the Bengals at the Steelers. This one, I think it's pretty easy to say Steelers winning this one. See, I don't quite get these rankings saying that the Steelers have a super hard schedule. Yeah, they've got a few, relatively hard teams in here, but they really don't have any, real powerhouse teams other than the Ravens. And then I guess you could also say possibly the Bills and Titans, but those are even kind of debatable for me. So I really don't find it to be that hard of a schedule. Week 11, I have the Steelers beating the Jags. Sorry, Jags fans. I genuinely think they're going to be the worst team in the NFL in 2020. Their coaching isn't very good. Their defense has taken a huge step down. Their offense still really isn't great. I do have faith in Gardner Minshew. Don't get me wrong with that. I like DJ Chark. Leonard Fournette's still good. But that's kind of about it. They still don't have much of an offensive line. Like I said, their defense has taken a huge step down. I think Steelers take this one. Week 12, we have the Ravens at the Steelers. Now, I'm going to give this one to the Steelers. I feel like it's going to be another year where they go 1-1. I mean, the Steelers almost beat them in their first matchup when they had Mason Rudolph in 2019. Sorry. I think that was I think that might have been a little bit before the Steelers' defense really started kicking it in gear. I could be wrong about that. The timing could be a little bit different there. But, even with that type of comparison, if they would have had Big Ben, they would have won that game. So I think the Steelers take this one. I think they'll both be close games, but Steelers take it. Excuse me. Week 13. I'm sorry, guys. Another easy game. I don't want it to seem like I'm, completely just putting all my beans into the Steelers here, but I mean, they've got some easy teams on their schedule. You know, the Redskins, I feel like, are not going to be a very good team. You know, they have the Jags, Bengals twice, Browns. I'm still not sure if I would put too much faith in yet. I mean, the Texans, I feel like, are slowly declining because of Bill O'Brien. You know, I'm not super high on the Colts right now either. They just seem to have a lot of easy games. Now, I am going to give this one to the Bills. This one is a hard game to predict. Very defensive game, I feel like. I feel like this is going to be a real prove-it game for Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I feel like, has been getting a little bit better every year. And really just about every game. You know, I'm currently probably higher on him than I am Baker Mayfield. Other than Lamar Jackson, I think he was the best quarterback to come from that class. Again, it's going to be a very defensive game. I feel like there's going to be a pretty fair amount of turnovers, but I feel like it's going to come down to what quarterback wants it more. And I feel like by this point, the Steelers already have, 10, 11 wins. It's looking pretty likely for them to, make the playoffs, and they're at least competing with the Ravens for, the division title at this point. I feel like they kind of already have it locked up. So I don't think it's going to be bad for the Bills to win this one. Again, it'll be a very defensive game, but I think Bills take it. Week 15, I have the Steelers sweeping the Bengals. Bengals will take, another year or two before they get, good again. I already predicted Colts at the Steelers. I have the Steelers winning that one as well. Wow, this sounds really bad. I have the... Excuse me, guys. I'm not feeling great right now. I have the Steelers going 12-4. Yeah, there's some games here that I could see being swapped. Like, in that Broncos prediction, I had the Broncos winning it, but I swapped that. I could see that going either way. I could see somehow Deshaun Watson pulling out a win there. The Browns might pull off an upset somehow. Cowboys could pull off an upset. Steelers could possibly beat the Bills. Colts could possibly beat the Steelers. Those are always competitive games. But overall, I have the Steelers going 12-4. Let me know if I'm being way too high on them or if this is logical here. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think their record will be in 2020. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and I will see you next time. Later.